Okay, so a couple of things here, guys. Before we go across to the lab, we're actually going to be in the biology lab, which is not the one that's right across the hall from us. It's one that's just slightly down the hall from us. Okay, couple of safety notes here. If you got long hair, make sure it is tied back before you start anything. Okay. Make sure that if you are wearing like a hoodie or a sweater, you either leave it on and zip it up and tuck the hood in, okay, or just leave it here if what you're wearing underneath it is still dress code appropriate, okay. If you've got like drawstrings, just tuck them in, okay, stuff like that, just so that nothing can get into any of the chemicals or knock anything over, okay. When we get in there, you will find that all of the unknowns are on the teacher's table at the front. Okay, there's a scoop in each one, or if it's a liquid, there is a eyedropper in it. Okay, please make sure, right, that you do not use the scoopula from, let's say, A in substance, B. Same with the eyedroppers, especially the eyedroppers. Okay. Make sure they don't get used in a solution other than what they are in already, because that it will contaminate them, and then that could interfere with people's results. If you are not sure, if you pulled it out and then you're like, oh, I don't remember where I got this from, you probably put it in the wrong place in your depression plate, first off. And secondly, tell me, and I will go get another one. Okay, they're cheap and easy to replace. Let's not risk contaminating the solutions. Okay, just because you forgot where you got it from. All right, I won't be mad. Just let me know so that I can go get a different one. Everybody with me on that? I tried labeling the squeeze bulbs on the eyedroppers, but then you just end up with the label on your fingers all the time, so that really didn't work. Okay. The other equipment, other than the unknowns, okay, the conductivity testers and pH paper are also on the front table. Okay. For the conductivity testers, we're probably going to have to go with one per table. All right. The pH paper, not all of the paper is actually in a plastic container. Some of them are just wrapped in foil. Just take maybe a length, let's say maybe from your end of your middle finger to just slightly back of your wrist. Okay, take a piece that long, tear it up into enough small pieces to do all of your pH tests, and make sure you take a color code thing back to your table with you. That way, if there's more than one group at a table, okay, you can all use it or share. Thermometers and stirring rods are on the cart, okay, that is against the front wall. Right, so you can basically send one person from your group up to get all the materials. Okay, take them back to your table, depression plates, whatever. Okay, go back to your table with a marker, label your depression plates. Okay, so each depression, A, B, C, D, whatever, all the way to the end. And then again, send one person up to collect all of your samples. All right, to do the wafting tests, okay, just come up, send one member of your group up, whoever isn't stuffy-nosed or whatever, okay, send them up to do the wafting tests, and they can come back and give everybody else the data. Okay, I'm sure there'll be more questions when we get across, but for now, that's basically all I can think of. The big thing here, guys, is this. We need to be well behaved when we're over there. Not that I don't think that that's going to happen, but I need to stress, okay, the wash bottles are not water pistols, okay, they're not squirt guns. If I see somebody squirting somebody else, you will take a 0 on this lab. Okay, I do not horse around in the lab. Okay, if I see you doing something that could endanger someone's safety, you're done. Okay, you are done. You will take a 0 and you will come back in here and sit by yourself. Okay, we will not have that happening. Okay, watch when you're moving around in the lab, especially when you're at your table. Okay, when you're turning, before you turn and back up from your table, make sure you look around, because it's really easy to bump somebody as you're backing up and they're trying to walk through carrying their depression plate or something. Okay, so just really be careful, be mindful of everybody else. Okay, no horsing around. I can't stress that enough. Okay, in the lab. Because we're in the biolab, they keep things in slightly different places. We'll find all the safety equipment when we first get in there. Okay. Last thing, nothing goes down the sink except the distilled water. Okay, so any of the unknowns, when you're done your entire lab, okay, and you've got your depression plate now full of all those solutions, there will be a waste bucket in the fume hood at the front of the class, okay, at the front of the lab. Please dump it in there, rinse it with your wash bottle, and then you can wash it thoroughly in the sink. But some of that stuff has got heavy metals in it, acids, bases, whatever. We don't want it to go down the sink, okay, and into the sewage system because it's difficult to treat and some of it can't be. So, okay, it all goes in the waste bucket. You'll know what the waste bucket is because it's the real nasty looking bucket at the front, okay? Everybody with me? Any questions? Okay, so please just bring your chart, something to write with, maybe your procedure, in case you've forgotten it, okay? Just so you know kind of what to do, okay? All right, let's go. Substance B, guys, is it looks like a liquid in the lab, but it is a crystalline solid. It has just already been dissolved in water for you. Okay, so a couple of things here, guys. Okay, first off, if you need to confirm your data or you lose your data or anything like that, okay, it is on my website. Okay, so if you go into Science 10 Notes and Assignments, okay, so right here, Science 10 Notes and Assignments, there's a folder that says Data and Observations for Labs, and you can see the very first one, Chemistry Lesson 056, okay, Compounds Lab Data, okay, that's today's. All right, so make sure that you, if you need to, you can have a look at that, or you can, if you weren't here or you lose your data, whatever, it's there, okay, so that you can check it. Okay, now back to the lab here. This is due, guys. Okay, September 18th. All right, that's coming right up. Okay, it's Thursday. All right, so make sure that you have it done for then. It must be submitted through Google Classroom. Now, my Physics 20s had a problem with this. Their first thing is due today, and I got uncounted emails over the weekend from them because they were trying to do it, but they were using a browser other than Google Chrome. If you are using Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, anything other than Google Chrome, the features will not all work. Okay? You must be in Google Chrome. It's Google's way of making sure you use everything Google and that, you know, they get their money's worth, which is basically you should do that because, I mean, they're providing all this other stuff for free. So just make sure that you're in Google Chrome, or you probably will run into trouble when you're trying to do that stuff. So make sure you're in Google Chrome. If you don't have it, download it. It's free. Okay, it's not going to hurt your computer or anything like that. All right, just make sure that you have it done, ready to go for Thursday. If you have it done ahead of time and you want me to look it over, that's fine. Okay, turn it in, and then come and see me at my desk in scheduled help or at lunch, okay, and we'll go over it together, okay? I will not go over it remotely, all right? If you email it, if you send me an email, say, Mr. Coder, and it's like 9:30 at night, can you look this over the night before it's due? I won't even answer, okay? But if you take the time to come in and see me, I'm happy to sit down and go through it with you, okay? That's the only thing. I'm not going to do it remotely, okay? You come and see me in person, I go through it with you, all right? Questions on that? Okay, so basically, guys, what's left? You have the first half of this done already. What you have to do now, okay, is fill in the observations that you made today, okay? Complete the analysis. Is it ionic or molecular? And what is it? Okay, they go alphabetically, so make sure that yours go that way as well. Your conclusion and your evaluation. That's all you have left. Right? That realistically should not take you very long. The longest part is the part you have hopefully already done. Okay? If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. Okay, but that's what's got to get done before Thursday. When on Thursday is it due? Start of class. Guys, I will be checking those submission times if it's coming after that. Obviously, I'm not going to mark it right away, okay? But if I go marking it and I see that the submission time is 2:30 in the afternoon, it's late. Okay, it's got to be in at the start of class on Thursday, so have it ready. All right, and guys, please don't wait till Wednesday night. All right, that is when disaster will happen. Okay, it will find you because you waited till the night before. Okay, realistically, it's not that much left to do. Get it done tonight. Okay, then you can always tweak it later if you need to. All right, but get it done as soon as you can. Don't wait for Wednesday night. Okay. All right.